Red Nation, this is nation business. Calling hits like Greg Williams, I remain a menace. Like CD Deuce, you see the crew from where it ain't no limits. The how we do, I used to breeze through the 9 as a youth. Black and gold, where the letter match the shine of a tooth. Super Bowl on our mind, that's the truth. Let 09 be the proof. No cap from the cap, if you try me, you through. Put a bag on your head like our fans used to do. Look, do it in the artistry. Always been a part of me. You see fleur-de-lis from the thought of me. Should've never started me. Beef, I got vast portions. Your man sport a 9 for my enemies. Cam Jordan, you heard me?
Red Nation, this is nation business. You know how we kick it. Yellow Nation, this is nation business. You know how we kick it. You know.
Welcome everyone to the first episode of Nation Business, brought to you by your co-host Bingo and my guy Rez Burner.
What's up, everybody?
The golden lord of the yellow niggas, you know.
You know, Nation Business. That's what we stand on.
Yeah. And you know, welcome to Nation Business Podcast. And each week, probably each day, we're gonna deliver the best, you know what I'm saying, news and New Orleans Saints and just sports. You know, we here to give you a different view of the culture from what we view from our standpoint. And you know, this is the first one, so you know we're gonna try to bring guests we're gonna get supporters and haters on here because we want to hear everybody's voice. So let's get right to it, man.
That's how to it.
Yeah. First of all, did y'all hear the theme song? All right, have you heard the theme song? That's brought to you by courtesy of Rez Burner, man.
It's
so you know, yeah, go run up the numbers and go check it out. It's gonna be on the all streaming platforms. And long as if y'all stick around long enough, y'all will see me catch it.
It's never gonna
only
happen.
3 months. It's only 3 months. Yeah, it's only 3
never
months.
gonna happen, dog.
Just know I'm gonna catch it, baby. Yeah. You know, so what's up, man? Tell us, man, what's up, man, with these Saints this year, man? I'm ready for it. I'm so excited about this upcoming season. It's a new culture, it's a new era, but I'm excited about it. I don't know about you. Yeah, I do know about you.
I haven't been this excited in a long time for an off season, man. Yeah. I'm anxious. I'm curious. Yeah. I got a lot of emotions going on right now. But like you say, more than anything, I'm excited. I'm ready to see what that product look like on the field and what we can be and if we can reach our maximum potential. Because we've been so close over the last 5 or 6 years. I think it's that time that we can finally make that final push for a bunch of reasons.
Yeah. And I know like a lot of people, you know, the Saints fan, the Who Dat Nation, they were spoiled for the last 15 years and they think that all we supposed to have is Sean Payton and Drew Brees. Well, their time came and they did a phenomenal job, Hall of Fame worthy, but it's a new era. And we have to accept that Dennis Allen is our new head coach and Jameis Winston is our new face of the franchise. And we must get behind them the same way we did a head coach of Sean Payton and Drew Brees coming off rotator cuff injury?
Yeah, rotator cuff injury.
And went on to become the NFL's all-time leading passer.
Thanks.
You know,
him and Jim Haslett.
Yeah, I fuck with Haslett. Jimmy Haslett, you know, that was the beginning to me of the beginning of our new coaching when Sean and Drew got there because he got us to the playoffs with Aaron Brooks.
I agree. I feel like Jim Haslett did change the culture somewhat. He sent us on the right path. I was a big Aaron Brooks guy. I feel like Jim Haslett ruined Aaron Brooks.
Yeah.
They did win us our first playoff game.
They did.
Greatest show on earth.
Yeah, 2001?
Yeah.
Or 2000?
One of them years. Yeah. I was 10 or 11 years old. I can't.
I knew it was then because I remember Jeff Blake was our original starting quarterback that year.
And he got hurt.
Him and I want to say Ricky Williams. They both got hurt. I was at the game when they both got hurt. I was playing against the Raiders in the Dome. I was there. And they both got hurt in the same game. And then that was the era when Aaron Brooks came in and Ricky, Deuce McAllister.
Exactly. You know, I was excited about Jeff Blake, too. I was happy that we got Jeff Blake. Then Aaron Brooks came in, but Aaron Brooks was a second round pick?
Right. You know, no, hell no. I mean, undrafted free agent. It
What?
was undrafted free. Hey, Aaron Brooks was undrafted free. We did just like we did with Taysom Hill. We claimed him off a waiver from Green Bay. He
Show
was with
did.
Green Bay Packers.
Show did. It's crazy that he went undrafted though, because I mean he was a talented quarterback.
Michael Vick cousin, all that, man. Yeah.
He had a lot of talent, man.
That's why I wish Jameis wouldn't have got the number 2, man.
You don't like that?
I don't like it on him. I like the number 2, but I just don't like it on him because they're gonna always compare him to Aaron Brooks.
I mean, New Orleans ain't too big on having black quarterbacks as it is,
Yeah,
in my opinion. But
they not, and Drew Brees didn't make it no better.
no,
Drew's that dude, though. I ain't gonna take nothing from him, but it's a new era. It's a new era, man.
I can remember a couple of years ago when Deshaun Watson was coming out, I kept banging the gavel. We need to get Deshaun Watson. We need to draft Deshaun Watson. And I'd be on a lot of Saints message boards and shit like that. None of them wanted Deshaun Watson back then. They thought he wasn't going to be a good quarterback. Not because they had any questions about his character like we seeing now. They thought he couldn't play quarterback. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. I want Lamar. None of them wanted Lamar. Any of these black quarterbacks, they never wanted anything to do with any of them. They didn't want nothing to do with Teddy Bridgewater. Even after he had success here, they still was kind of like, I ain't fucking with him. But maybe Jameis can change the trajectory or the culture moving forward. I think he can. I think he's gonna have a big year.
I think he is. And people don't underestimate this year, man. But I'm serious. Jameis gonna win comeback player of the year. He's gonna lead the league in probably passing yards with that arsenal of receivers we got. He's gonna have he's gonna probably be an MVP running. I can see us possibly making a playoff push, probably as a wild card team. I'm not overlooking Tampa Bay whatsoever. As you see, Carolina still a mess, even though with the addition of trading for Baker Mayfield today, I feel like that's not going to help them. Who else was there? Atlanta, they're in a rebuilding phase. So, we own Tampa. So if we get our usual licks off of them, man, we in this playoffs this year. If Jameis stay healthy.
I expect us to win our division, actually.
I would love that.
I think we win the division. I don't, I feel like Tom Brady, of course, is Tom Brady, but when you finally hit the cliff, you hit it hard and you don't see it coming. And I think this might be the year when he finally hit it hard.
Yeah.
And, because everybody's talking about us and Dennis Allen taking over, but nobody's talking about Tampa Bay.
Right.
And their new coach taking over, who also didn't have any success up there in New York. So I think it's kind of unfair. We've never seen Tom Brady without a fairly good coach, so we're going to see what it is. And then, what's his name? He's not a offensive minded coach either, from what I remember. I believe he's a defensive coach, ain't he?
Who, talking about for Tampa?
Yeah.
Who the head coach is? Bowles. Yeah, Bowles. But, that's what Tom like. All Tom, as long as he got Leftwich be his OC, he's going to be out because he feel like he's the offensive coordinator anyway.
He thinks so. We're gonna see what
I think so.
He
ain't Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning the only OC QB I know.
I want to say they took some hits on their offensive line this year. They might have lost some key pieces. That's gonna affect them, man. He lost his security blanket. He lost Rob Gronkowski. Chris Godwin's still injured. I don't
think they got the weapons as they normally had. I don't see, like, when I look at their team, it don't blow me away like it did probably a year or two ago.
I never liked their secondary. I always felt like their secondary was overrated, but their front seven was good.
Yeah.
They lost pieces on their front seven too. They lost Sue.
I thought Sue was re-signed back.
I don't think he signed back. I mean, we can double check and look, but I don't think he signed back. But I expect us to handle Tampa like we've been handling Tampa.
Yeah, he's still with him. He resigned.
Oh, okay. I expect Carolina to give us some trouble just because that's what they do, just in-division rival.
Yeah.
I like their weapons. I like Baker Mayfield. I'm not down on Baker Mayfield like a lot of people. They get Christian McCaffrey back. As long as they're not giving him ball 30 times a game, he should be able to stay healthy. I like DJ Moore. You got Terrace Marshall. And then their defense going to go stupid because they got J.C. Horn and Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they got DBs. They're gonna be able to try to match up at least a little bit with the weaponry we got with.
I feel like this all season coming in 75 million over the salary cap. I think we did pretty dang good, man, for the moves we made. You know, we landed some big name players this year.
Yeah.
You know, we got the Honey Badger. We got them LSU boys coming. Honey Badger, Jarvis Landry, Odell still out there questionable, which I don't think we're gonna get Odell. I think he's gonna stay Hollywood, stay out there in LA. It makes sense for him, you know. But I like our draft picks, our 2 first-round draft picks, and Trevor Penning and Chris Olave. Did you see the clip about ESPN where they ranked Marshawn Lattimore?
Nah, where they rank him at?
Number two DB in the NFL.
Who's number 1? Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they did that though, because they've been so high on Diggs.
Yeah, but Diggs just a ball hawk DB. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't finna come up and press you. He ain't finna he ain't finna really get physical with you. You can beat him in man coverage. You can beat him in bump and run. He just a receiver playing DB, man. That's all he is.
He a zone corner.
Yeah. But he's still a bad boy. I ain't taking nothing from him.
He raw. He definitely talented. But
yeah,
being able to line up on a man and just man him up all game, that's all Marshawn Lattimore do. Like Marshawn Lattimore not a good zone corner. I watched him in zone coverage. You got to be a certain type of person to play zone. You got to be a certain type of person to play man. It's only a few DBs that can do both equally at a high level.
Yeah.
And, you know, I prefer to have a press man corner. I prefer to play more aggressively that way. But you know, if you got a system where you sitting back in that cover 3 or that cover 2, Trayvon Diggs your man.
Yeah. I like the addition of Honey Badger and what he brings to the defense. You know, I think he still has a lot left in the tank. He's already made man. He got a Super Bowl ring, so he's good there. So he just bring a lot of, you know, wisdom, leadership, and you know, embracing that New Orleans culture and just bring something different. You know, it's like, man, it's gonna be fun, man. Then I like Marcus May. Like he replacing you know, we lost Marcus Williams to Baltimore. And Marcus May was like, oh, I can forgive. All right, that blick don't hurt as much no more now, you know. Then Malcolm Jenkins retiring, and we got the 100 bitch. Oh shit, we're good, what? You know,
we upgraded them.
Big Mo definitely.
I think we took a small hit going from Marcus Williams to Marcus May. I think Marcus Williams a little bit better at what we want to do.
Yeah,
but bringing in Tyrann Mathieu, that give you a certain level of versatility at safety. Because now you can disguise what you want to do. You couldn't disguise it at first. Like you already knew before the plays started that Marcus Williams was going to be deep third by himself, safety, covering both sides of the field. Now you don't know if it's going to be Marcus May or Tyrann Mathieu. They both can do that. You know, not as good as Marcus Williams, but you can utilize them in a way that you couldn't use Malcolm Jenkins. You couldn't use Malcolm Jenkins to cover a whole, you know, center field. He can't do that. He ain't got the range. But Marcus May and Tyrann Mathieu, I expect to see some creative shit coming from Dennis Allen.
Oh, yeah. Because, you know, like we still got Abadej, how you say his name? He was a rookie last year and started.
Adebayo.
Yeah, Adebayo. We
Not
still
Adebayo.
like it's something like
Paulson Adebo.
Yeah, but I like him. He played big last year for us. You know, of course, we still got PJ. We still got Roby.
We still got Roby.
Okay, like we got depth at the cornerback position and quality players. You know, like we never hardly had that. You know, last time we had something like that is when we won Super Bowl. We had like Jabari Greer and all those guys. Like we got depth now. You know, that's why I say I'm liking what we got. And then, you know, we got one of the best front sevens there is.
Definitely.
You know, yeah, I seen Demario Williams this weekend in Chicago at the Pylon 7-on-7 National Championship. You know, I had to yell out who that to him, man.
Yeah.
He was in his mode. He really wasn't just, he just gave me one of them type deals, but I wasn't finna act, you know, like a fan or whatever, you know. Yeah. You know, but
dog, right from the whole time.
Most definitely. Like he still showed love, you know, but just know like our linebacker core, I feel like that's our weakest spot on the defense. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Alexander is coming back. Like we lost a lot. And plus he really wasn't that healthy when he came back. But when he was hit before the Achilles tear, oh my God, man. That was all. That was. We was on something then, man. We had a nice little core. But what do you think, like, Sorcerer? What you think? How you think Sorcerer gonna play in the offense and the defense?
I don't want to ever see him hit the field.
Very like that. Huh?
He need to be strictly special team. We brought in a lot of safety, bro. Like I'm hoping
we brought in all the cheese safeties.
Yeah, like we brought them in. We got that undrafted free agent, Smoke Monday. I like him a lot from Auburn.
Yeah.
I think that was a good pickup. We brought in another safety from Tampa Bay that was hurt, but he was a high draft pick. He was I can't remember his name, but I don't think Daniel Sorensen, we got to worry about him touching the field. And we drafted Alontae Taylor from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
They got him playing outside corner, which we know he can do it. And they talking about he might win that starting spot. He might take the Deebo spot. But they also say he could play some safety too. So, I mean, I'm hoping Daniel Sorensen don't touch the field at all. I'm excited about Alontae Taylor, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for this year, man. So, with that all being said, how do you think incoming head coach Dennis Smith is going to be able to handle this year, his first year as head coach?
That's probably my biggest concern of anything.
Yeah.
Outside of anything going on with the Saints, my biggest concern is Dennis Allen. I didn't want Dennis Allen to be the head coach. I didn't want that to be the decision. I didn't like what I saw from him in Oakland.
Yeah.
Really on this year. But I mean, I get it. He ain't have the weapons that he got now.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's
always. He was in Oakland, man. He was in Oakland. Come on.
That's true. It's always a chance for improvement.
Yeah.
I kind of got to see. I got to see what he's going to do, man.
Yeah. I like Allen, man, because we have a system. We already have a culture in place. We have a system in place. And it ain't nothing wrong with what we got. We just next man up type deal. That's all it was with him. Like, let's keep this thing going. What can we do to keep this thing going, but just get a little better? It's just we have a guy who knows the players know him, the players love him. He's already know how to run ins and outs, everything. Like, I think to me, if he has success, he might be there for a while. If not, I think he's just a pacifier until we find a suitable replacement though. But I'm believing in Dennis is my head coach. Coach Allen is my head coach, and Jameis most definitely is my quarterback. I'm tired of people questioning whether Jameis can do it this year. Jameis is gonna do it, and Jameis is like, I just want people like the same way when Breeze came in and we just coined him, the GOAT. This is our savior of the New Orleans Saints. We need to give Jameis the same love and attention. That is our QB1. That's our guy.
I believe in Jameis. I don't have any concerns with Jameis. He showed me what I needed to see from him last year before he got hurt.
Yeah, he showed me in Florida State.
He was a dog in Florida State.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. Tampa Bay just didn't know what to do with him, man. Like, he was a first round pick. They just threw him in. They trying to Baker Mayfield, but he ain't no Baker. Yeah. Baker can't throw 5,000 yards like that, 30 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying, in the season, man. And that many pass attempts. So yeah, when you're gunslinging and they're just telling you go out there and have fun to throw it. Of course, you're gonna throw 30 fucking interceptions, man. It's expected. I'm gonna go out there and throw 30. But
they did that to him. Like they should have. He always had that trait. Even at Florida State, he had that trait. He's gonna try to fit that in there because he got a extremely talented arm. So you're supposed to get a coach that reels that in, and he never had a coach that could. Because who was his coach when he first got there? Raheem Morris or somebody like that. Like,
I think it was Raheem.
Yeah, and then he had another coach after that.
He had like 4 or 5 head coaches or something like that, man. So
man, that's a lot to deal with. And Tampa Bay ain't no good franchise. I know they got 2 Super Bowls, but they not a good franchise. It's always odd to me. People will say, they gave Tom Brady his same team, and Tom Brady went and got a Super Bowl. For one, it wasn't the same team. And for 2, it's Tom fucking Brady. Like, put Baker Mayfield on that team. And
it ain't gonna happen.
Put anybody on that team not named Tom Brady or maybe Aaron Rodgers, but I don't even think he would have won a Super Bowl with him. Put anybody on that team that wasn't Tom Brady, they not winning those Super Bowls, but
Nah.
they just not.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna come? We know he not Tom Brady. We not asking him to be Tom Brady. But I mean, shit, look at some of the quarterbacks that have made it to the Super Bowl over the past couple years. We saw Jared Goff in the Super Bowl. Like,
Jared Goff most definitely made it to the Super Bowl, man. And that's why he's
on
not in LA anymore, because he couldn't do nothing that game, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
James is gonna do his thing and shit. I ain't got no concern.
Oh yeah. Yep. I'm telling you, they gonna see. They gonna see. Most definitely when my James jersey get here, I'm gonna wear it proudly. And we're gonna eat them W's up all season long.
I'm expecting 4,000 yards, probably 30-something.
Something like that.
Maybe 8, 10, 12 at the most picks, which I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. You know, I used to be a real stickler about interceptions early on, but with time, you know, Drew Brees, he throw his fair share now.
Yeah, nobody say not a single word, man. Like
at the wrong time too.
Yeah, man. No, come on now. Breeze to throw one and man, it could be 2-minute warning, under the 2-minute warning. And he gonna throw one, trying to force that ball in there, man. Testing them young DBs. That when he knew their arm was, that ain't what it is. This mother, the Glock ain't cocking, boss.
Man, my daddy been telling me since 2012, 2013, y'all need to get rid of Drew Brees. Yeah. Even way back then, he still had a lot in the tank. And he was saying we need to get rid of him back then. He was saying that arm dead. Y'all need to get rid of him. And I'm like, nah, daddy, we need to keep him. We need to keep him. But
you got to think around the talent he had, because in 2012, I think that was after we won the Super Bowl. We had one of the greatest offenses in NFL history that year when we had Darren Sproles, Jimmy Graham. Man, we set so many records that year.
Thanks.
You know, and that year I think we lost to the Seahawks. A wild card team sent us home packing, man. Or was it when the 49ers? It might have, I don't know what year it was, but I just know
the NFC West been killing us every time. Yeah. They got our number.
Yeah. But what's your take on the Alvin Kamara suspension and what's at stake for the running backs? Like, because that's a big question mark. Like, Mark Ingram ain't gonna be able to carry the load by itself.
I expect Alvin Kamara to get 6, maybe 8 games. I think we need to make a move. We need another running back anyway, somebody to take some of that pressure off of Alvin Kamara, even if he didn't have the suspension looming. Mark Ingram finna be 32. We graduated at the same time, so shit, you know, I know he getting up there in age. I think we need to look at some other options. I got 5 people in mind. Number 1 would be Darrell Henderson from the St. Louis Rams, or Los Angeles Rams now. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at his statistics right now. Last year, he had 688 yards on the ground, 4.6 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. You know, he can kind of fill that same role that we expect Mark Ingram to fill, 5'8", 208. You know? And he from Batesville, Mississippi, so he would kind of be a homecoming for him. My second option would be Alexander Mattison up there in Minnesota, sitting behind Dalvin Cook. He had 491 yards last year, only 3.7 yards per carry, but Minnesota was kind of having issues with that offensive line from what I remember. But he's also a player that can do something out the backfield as far as catching a ball. My third option is Nyheim Hines from the Colts. Not as good as far as actually running the ball, but an excellent receiver out the backfield. I want to say he had like 500 yards out the backfield last year. So that definitely fills that role while Alvin Kamara is out. So you can kind of get those carries to Mark Ingram or maybe Tony Jones, Abram Smith, whatever you got to do as far as actually running the ball. Then you got Nyheim Hines with a lot of speed, catch that ball out the backfield. Kenyon Drake would be a good option. I believe he had 2 real good years in Arizona.
Yeah, I like Drake.
Not so good in Vegas, but I mean, in 2020 with Arizona, he had 955 yards on the ground. He had 10 touchdowns, 4 yards a carry. And, you know, he added like another 200-some yards through the air. And last but not least, this the golden goose. I don't even know if we can make this one happen, but Kareem Hunt, man, you know,
Yeah, right.
he
Yes.
he had a down year last year because of injury.
Yeah.
Really, he only played 8 games. But
We'll have to give up something for him.
man, you probably a second or a third, I would assume. But he looking to get paid, and I don't think Cleveland gonna want to give him no money because
Yeah.
he what? How old is he now?
Yeah, he
26.
probably 26, 27. He ain't that
Yeah.
old. You know? And then also, it's funny you said that. Michael Thomas.
Yo,
Who is the Michael Thomas that we're getting back? It's been almost a 2-year hiatus since we've seen MT, you know, and he's coming back into a new situation. A lot of us still don't know the real reason what happened, but we know him and Mickey Loomis sat down and had a change of heart and a new start. So which kind of Michael Thomas are we getting back? How does he fit into this offense? Because this is going to be a gunslinging offense. What kind of chemistry is him and Jameis going to have? How he going to feel to share the locker room with a louder voice to him than Jarvis Landry? You know, how does he feel having a deep threat receiver from the Buckeyes, his alma mater? So, you know, and then the emergence of Callaway, Marquise Callaway's last year. You know, he became one of Jameis's best targets before the injury. You know, so I'm curious to see his development going into this season and so forth. And we still got Deontay Harris. I don't know about Traquan Smith. I think we re-signed him or something.
Okay.
So, man, like the receiving room is full. Like that's not a question without a doubt in my mind. But if a team offered you, say, a player of Kareem Hunt caliber and some draft picks for Michael Thomas, would you do that? If he's not fitting into the culture at the time in the middle of the season, say so on and so forth, and we see, dang, we really need a running back before the trade deadline.
If he's becoming an issue, then most definitely I would move him for a player like Kareem Hunt. If he's fitting into the culture, even if he's not as productive as he used to be, as long as
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. If he fit in and you know he doing what he's supposed to do, he got a good attitude, and he played a role that we need him to play. Because you know, we kind of need a tight end and he can kind of fill that kind of role as an underneath possession wide receiver. And you know, Jarvis Landry gonna do his thing out the slot. Chris Olave gonna stretch the field. Deontay Harris gonna stretch the field.
And we got a quarterback with an arm.
Traquan Smith's supposed to stretch the field, but I mean, you know how Traquan been. But they got a rookie that I really like from, I want to say he went to Nichols, undrafted free agent.
Yeah, I know you told me,
Dejon Dixon, dog. I'm feeling he remind me of Marcus Costa.
Yeah. So
I'm interested to see him as well. Like you say, it's a crowded receiver room, but shit, think about last year, we had
nothing.
Man.
Yeah, we were shooting bad last year.
And
That's
still
funny.
winning.
And still when we were 5-2 before Jameis went down. That's when I felt like the season was over when we went down 5-2, man.
I agree.
Cowboys got their little lick off on you. I can't, you know, you're gonna get them, you know, they're gonna come for us. But Cowboys got their lick off on us that year. Now they fans want to talk noise or whatever. But I just know right now, this is the platform we want all the smoke.
Thanks.
So if you feel like you want to come and challenge us, the voices of the nation, this is nation business. We want all the smoke. So you're more than welcome to come on the Nation Business Show with Reds and Bingo.
Cowboys,
and we're gonna give it to you, baby. This is the same show, but it's also a show for the coach. So, baby, we accepting it. That's all we telling you.
We really just talking football at the end of the day. So if you repping your team, it don't matter who your team is. If you fuck with the Rams, if you fuck with the Ravens, whoever you fucking with, you can bring your team and you bring your noise, and we can go back and forth on who gonna do what. But
we just talking noise.
Like Bingo said, we standing on nation business. We saying the Saints gonna run the table on you.
That's what they see. Just know when you come on now who we favoring toward.
We gonna run the table is what I'm trying to tell you now.
What you think about Taysom at tight end?
I don't really like it.
Yeah, I think we should have went after a traditional tight end. You know, I don't know because it depends on what kind of offense we're gonna run. Like, is Pete Carmichael still gonna, you know, stretch the field and go deep, or are we gonna still nickel and dime it and game and like they're gonna still keep restraints on Jameis and not let him just go gunslinging? You know, we just never know until we fully see. I think preseason we'll get an idea of how Taysom will be used.
I don't even know. Do you think Taysom gonna be ready by then? Because he coming off that injury, and it's pretty serious.
Didn't think of that. Have it heating, and I know this year was the first time, and I don't know how long they had the entire team at off-season OTAs, and I don't think he was there. I think he was there, but he just was in a boot.
Yeah,
So
that's a Liz Frank injury, so I don't know if he gonna be ready. But Pete Carmichael, see, I wanted a young head coach to come in with an innovative offense.
Yeah.
Those are the type of coaches that they have success early because teams aren't prepared for what you bring in. So that's what I wanted to see. Yeah. But I do like that the continuity is there for a player like Jameis to where he can continue learning the same system he's been learning. He ain't got to change up too much. They already kind of got him taking care of the ball better. So I think that's the one good thing about the fact that we didn't make too drastic of a head coaching change and bring in an offensive head coach with his own mind frame and his own philosophy. So, we basically run a West Coast offense. I feel like Sean Payton had got too predictable over the years because I could pretty much call the plays for you. They're gonna run it. If it's 2nd and 6, they're gonna run it again. They're gonna throw it. It was the same.
I don't even think it was Sean so much. I think it was just Drew and his field general mentality. Like he's still, mental reps in his head. So he goes out there, he gets the play call, and he wants to change certain things, and Sean give him that liberty to do that. So I think the game just started to pass Drew up because as you see that next year when Sean had other quarterbacks, he had success with them. He had success with Teddy Bridgewater. He had success with Taysom Hill at quarterback. He had success with Jameis Winston at quarterback last season before the injury. So he's shown in the past that he can have success with other quarterbacks outside of Drew Brees. So we know it ain't Sean that's the problem.
I feel the same way about Sean right now.
I want you to elaborate on that.
Sean been trying to leave for a minute.
Yeah, he been there a long time, 15 years. That's a long time, G.
But we've been taking care of him. I mean, have we not been paying him? Have we not been giving him the talent that he needs to succeed?
I think him was leaving was a way from him trying to force Brees into retirement. Like, because he knew Brees wasn't going to go out without him.
True.
They shared a lot of success. They both they probably go in the Canton at the same time. One can't go in without the other, in my opinion. But I think Sean on some Tom Brady stuff right now. I want to go see it prove that I can win without my golden boy,
I agree. I feel because I saw that we had a trade locked in for him to go to Miami.
Right.
He was going to go there with Tom Brady. They both were going to go together. But then something happened and it didn't happen. But, we've been hearing these rumors about Sean Payton leaving for a long time. Oh, Sean Payton going to Dallas. Sean Payton going here. He going there. So that let me know that he been trying to leave, and he just kind of been sticking around for whatever reason. I don't know how I feel about it, man. Like,
you think he'll end up in Dallas, even though, Jerry Jones is one of them owner presidents that like to have full control because Sean Payton is a Bill Parcells guy. He came up on the Bill Parcells tree. And Parcells is one of them guys, you ain't finna just control me. Sean had full control in New Orleans for 15 years. Yeah. So do you think he'll be a good fit in Dallas? Because we hear it so much, and we know how much Jerry thinks of him. And I think Sean and Dak would be perfect together.
I think he can. I think if he go to Dallas, Jerry Jones ain't gonna do him like he do other coach. He can't handle him like that because he didn't handle Bill Parcells like that. Bill Parcells did what he wanted to do, just like what was the old coach? Jerry Johnson, just like Jerry Johnson. He ain't gonna be able to handle Sean Payton like that. So Sean Payton gonna come in, he gonna implement his system, he gonna do his thing. I think it'll be a perfect fit. I don't really want to see it, I don't want to see because I feel like it'll make Dallas extremely competitive for his tenure, especially if he coming in and he got a quarterback and he got CeeDee Lamb, and it's easy to go find a running back out here in today's game. The defense is pretty good. They got good pieces on defense. It's not like the Cowboys are devoid of talent. They just coaching issues, and Jerry Jones is what's holding them back. But they should be better than what they are, in my opinion.
I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Who That Nation fan, but I ain't no hater like that in that nation where I just hate teams and stuff like that. I can't stand fan base, and the Cowboys got one of the most annoying fan bases ever, man.
Yeah.
Like, them folks just so oblivious to the fact that they're not relevant anymore. Like, y'all are not that America's team no more. Tom Ben took that title from y'all.
I never liked Dallas. I didn't like Emmitt Smith, and that made me not like Dallas. I had a situation with Emmitt Smith when I was a little boy. My daddy used to collect, well, still to this day, he got big boxes full of cards for me. So he used to buy me all these cards when I was 4 or 5 and hold them for me. So, he from Pensacola originally, Emmitt Smith is.
Yeah.
And my daddy got stationed out there. So Emmitt Smith had a card shop in Pensacola. And we there one day just so happening to be buying cards and Emmitt Smith in there. So my daddy bought me a pack of NFL cards, Emmitt Smith card in the pack. So my daddy tried to get him to sign it for me. And he was like, oh, nah, $500. So ever since that day, I'm like, oh, nah, I don't fuck with him. Like, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he trying to get it signed for me. He ain't trying to get it. And it's been like that several times with several sports stars that have been assholes about signing them cards. Emmitt Smith was an asshole. And David Robinson did me like that. A couple people did.
Admiral. Not the Admiral.
The Admiral did me like that. When we first got the Hornets, the first year we got the Hornets, they came and played a game at the Coliseum in Biloxi. They came and played a preseason game against the Spurs. And I saw him in and had the card, tried to get him to sign it. Rookie card too. David Robinson rookie card. We're inside.
He didn't want you to have that.
Fuck nigga.
He didn't want you to have that, man.
Yeah, there's some fuck niggas out here playing these games, dog.
Yeah. So, I think we should end on this note, man. We ain't trying to bore the people, but this is us. This is what we finna bring to y'all. So this is our platform.
First show, baby.
This first show in the books.
Pilot episode.
Yeah, Nation Business. Just know we own it. Who That Nation? We own Nation Business. We handle the business aspect of it from our perspective. We protect the culture.
We standing on it.
Yeah, But it's your boy Bingo, and that's my boy Reds Burner, and we signing out. We'll get with y'all probably the next episode, which probably be, I don't know, whenever Red say, hey, man, you want to record.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, most definitely, man. But yeah, make sure you check out the Nation Business podcast theme song performed by none other than Reds Burner.
For sure.
All right, peace out.
Who that?